Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Jodie. It's nice to meet you all. So, just a hands up, who uses Photoshop? GIMP? Oh look, we have GIMP people. You guys are awesome. And what about Paint? Anyone use Paint? I love you guys. I love Paint.
So you saw one because they use Paint.
Paint is awesome. And regardless of what that guy said yesterday, John, you can actually do a lot more in Paint than just text and then put it in Photoshop later sort of thing. It's all good. Anyways, I'm going to talk a little bit more about concept art and a little bit about pixel art because I'm more of a pixel arty girl. Because I want you guys to really think about what you're drawing. So, you know, if you say you can't draw, I can help you to teach you to draw during the workshops, but I want to work on a little bit of, I hope it's not boring theory, I'm trying to make it interesting, so bear with me guys. Anyways, so these are 4 major programs. I'm sure you recognise at least the first 3. The 4th one is Maya, which is like Autodesk software, but basically concept art talks about, you know, it's about like why is that who they are. For example, like why is Master Chief Master Chief? Why is Mario Mario? And why is Kratos Kratos? You know, like they're a lot more in the character than just someone who looks cool and shoots a gun. So, for example, when they made Halo, originally the character designs, they decided that he wasn't big enough in the chest. So he had to be a bit more bulkier to be more, I don't know, manly or something. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into this one as well. Anyways, so concept art. So anyone here play Monster Hunter or knows what Monster Hunter is? Again, I love you guys. I actually am a major fan of Monster Hunter because I love the creation that they do with their creatures. So this is a Rathian. Anyone love hunting these?
Yeah.
Anyone think they're really annoying when they hit you with their tail and poison you?
No.
Yes? Okay. Okay. Do you like chopping its tail off?
Yeah!
Awesome. Got some tail choppers here. Now, I'm a major fan of dragons, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about dragons to you guys. Now, can anyone sort of tell me why does a Rathian have spikes?
It's pretty horny.
Apart from that, anyone? Yeah. Yes, intimidating. What else? Anyone else? Yeah, I guess. So. Have a look whereabouts it sort of is. It's around the tips of the wings and on the tail. And that's because, and if you look here too, on the neck and the spine, because those areas are quite sensitive and it's kind of, like it sounds a bit weird to talk about them like an animal, I guess, because they are, but they're actually used there to also protect their vital areas. So, like for example, if like a Jagi was to jump on top of it, it's not going to be able to like rake it on the back or break its sort of. They're kind of things used to kill people, I guess. It's part of a defense mechanism. A bit like if, you know, you talk about your Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know. And the other thing too is like, when you're thinking about making a creature, you've got to think about like anatomy. Like it sounds boring, I know, you're just like, well, who cares about physics? But it actually does matter. Because what would happen if you cut off Tyrannosaurus's like tail? No? Fall over. Because there's too much body weight on one end. So when you're designing creatures like dragons, you actually have to think about the ratio between sort of head and body. And when it comes to wings too, they have to have big enough wings. Like, yeah, it's cute when you watch like My Little Pony and they've got little wings. I admit it. But like in the real life, if you're a dragon and you have little wings like that, you're not going to get off the ground. You'd be better off jumping along. So, you know, you've got to really think about it. And it's not just these creatures as well. Like, when you're creating and designing your own creatures and stuff, or even your own characters, if you want to like create new things, it's always good to get like a resources where you get things. So like when I've done dragon designing, I've actually looked at velociraptors as well as like dinosaurs to get there, and it sounds kind of weird, I know, but it actually does help. And it's always good to like sketch them out and do a little bit of research. So, I mean, if you want to design stuff, go ahead and do that, seriously guys. Anyways, but if you're like me, I hate hands. Just saying, I hate hands. So I draw dogs eating hands. So not every artist has amazing skills. Every artist has sort of areas that they're good at. I'm more of a creature, sort of wolf, like dinosaur, dragon person who draws. I draw humans and they look terrible. They're like, I don't know, a cross between rubbish and slightly anime-ish. So I'm not going to bother showing you any of that. So this is one of the dragons I've done where I've just doodled around, and I have to say, like, doodling is like amazing. You should doodle all the time. If you're like in class and your teacher's really boring, like talking, I don't know, chemistry, talking about moles or something, just doodle on your book. I'm sure they'll appreciate it eventually. Huh?
Great role model.
Great role model, I know. It's such a great role model. But this is, I know it seems weird to put a picture of me, but when it comes to art, you really have to kind of get involved in it, because when you have a bit more emotion in your art, it really brings out a lot of things. So this is my VCE Year 12 project. This is Crawford with a silent N at the start of his name. We came quite close together while I was making him. It's so cute, isn't it? Anyways, but if I talk about like some of the structural things here, when you're drawing, you have to, like, this is all freehand, so I didn't actually sketch this. Like, I sketched it out, but I didn't do proper analytical things. Like, do you guys know about the circle technique at all? No? Some of you do. When you're designing, I'll show you later. I'll get a paint going and I'll show you how to do that. But it's a really simple technique to get the anatomy going quite well in whatever you're drawing. So, anyways, but when we're talking about dragons, we're talking about muscular parts. So the top of the wings are all actually like extended fingers with like a, what do they call those things? Tetrasaur, is it? No, pterodactyl. That's what I'm looking for. Pterodactyl. Anyways, besides the point. And if you can, in this character design that I've designed, you can see he's got spikes and he's got smooth and rough skin because, well, not just because he's a dragon, but also because there's, you know, things to that like protection and all that stuff. But in designing him, I had to look at, you know, different dragon horns, different species of velociraptor, because there's multiple species. But I did quite a bit of research, and then I really got involved with it. So as we kept going, it got bigger, but that's what it looked like in the end. And I can help to teach you guys to draw like this. It's a sort of muscle shading technique, and I can show you how to do this, but this is kind of an advanced technique. So for people who aren't used to just ordinary drawing, like they just do ordinary drawing, or are beginners, I can teach you how to get first to the sort of basic stuff, and then the advanced kids who want to learn more, who can actually like draw a basic dragon, I can teach you how to draw like this. So don't worry, I'll do that in the workshops for you. Anyways, this is my furry Zelda. Now, I don't know, does anyone know what a furry is? Yeah? Does anyone, like, are you guys a little bit iffy about it? Like, oh, I don't like furries? Or if you're iffy about it, it's fine. You can bag me out, I don't mind. But this is some smooth artwork that I did on GIMP. But part of her character design, she's a wolf with dragon wings and a dolphin tail. And that sounds weird, but I actually love dolphins and I love dragons, so I gave her a dolphin tail and dragon wings. It's all good. Anyways. Huh? Why the hell not, yeah. And she's all my favourite colours, so that's all good. But when it comes to designing, when it came to designing her, I had to really think about a couple of things. Like, I'd probably say her wings aren't big enough to hold her up, but that's just me because I'm a critic and artists are kind of critical of themselves, if you know that sort of stuff. Anyways, but I kind of make her not spiky and a lot more bright and colourful because that's the kind of person I am, and that's what you do. So anyone who wants to design a furry or whatever, if you don't, you can design a character that's based on you, and you can actually add in whatever you like. Doesn't always have to be all about anatomy. So anyways, get on to interesting things. Now, pixel art. Who does pixel art?
Minecraft.
Pixel art. Minecraft. People, who likes Minecraft? We like Minecraft. Then you will like MS Paint. Seriously, guys. Anyways, so what if I could tell you the whole of Ruby and Sapphire, the video games, like in terms of artwork, not the animation. The animation could have done on another program. Could have been done on Paint. Would you believe me?
Yeah.
You believe me? Awesome. Because if you look there, you can see that even the mud kit has about 3 shades of blue on its main body and 2 shades of orange on its cheeks. And it's really simple to do. It looks fantastic, and some of you guys will be like, oh, I can't do that. You can. You seriously can. It's really easy. Anyways, and even in the simple designing of Pokemon, they've got simple ideas. So fish fins, starfish, and pretty much a frog, and you get Mudkip. Mudfish Pokemon. If anyone played Black here, Pokemon White or Black? The artists that are involved in that were sent to the zoo for about a week. So if that helps you understand why half the Pokemon look like zoo animals, for example, Beedrill looks like a beaver, that's why. Anyways, so pixel art can go from simple stuff to this one, to more complex down to this one. Now this is my character, but it has about a palette of 5 different colours per sort of section, so it's a lot more in-depth than some other things. But this is, you can do this on MS Paint. That one's made in MS Paint, the bottom left, so, and the top one. So if you think that MS Paint is crap, I dare you to tell me again. And finally, this one is what I'm working on at the moment, and it's all done on MS Paint. Don't try and mock me, because it's done on MS Paint. I will prove it to you. But I can help teach you guys how to do these skills. It looks complex. Do we not know how simple it is?
How long did it take you?
It's taken me about 6 hours for the first one. It is pretty intense, because I have to do pixel by pixel, because unfortunately my tablet's not pressurized. By the way, graphics tablets will be your best friend. So if you're nice to your parents, they might buy you one for Christmas or something. Anyways, I'll just pop in here. This is that image again, a bit closer. I'll show you how simple it is.
Show you how detailed. It's not so much simple.
It's very simple. If you look here, there's that dark shade there, and I've done each layer by myself, like every little bit, but it's really simple. It looks complex, I probably understand, but it is simple, because you start off with a basic colour and you go down. If you want, I can give you a little tour of that. That's the palette I used for those sections there, just those colours. Give me a second. I'll be really talented. I can show you how simple it is. So we start off with a darker colour as the root. Can you see how each, sorry, I'm probably going a bit fast, am I? No? That's good. Each layer goes a little bit darker each time, and you go over the top. It's quite a simple technique. It is about knowing how the type of texture you're looking at goes when it comes to MS Paint, because like if you're doing scales or you want a rough effect, it's a bit different to what you do. This is more a fur effect, so be careful with that.
So why do you end up using paint?
Huh?
Why do you end up using paint over other? I've used paint for a very long time, and I feel more comfortable with it than with Photoshop. I feel like I'm a little bit lost when it comes to Photoshop. But I also find that MS Paint's really simple to use, whereas the other programs become quite complex. It also depends what artwork you're doing. I find pixel artwork's a lot easier on MS Paint than it is on Photoshop, because Photoshop I feel is more like a smooth type you'd like to use. Do you do smooth art, or? I'm assuming you know the difference between the two. That's alright, I'll show you what smooth art on Photoshop. Give me 1 second. That's right, no, we can do it in a minute. I'll be 1 second, just give me a second. You have it open. That's right, I can make something this way. Okay, let me just... Don't do that. And there is a basic shading right there. So it seems, I know it seems vigorous, and I did that like every little bit on this image here, but it can be time consuming when it comes to MS Paint, I know that, but if you're doing more small pixel artwork like Pokemon and stuff like that, it is really simple to use. And you can do stuff like this, that's how easy it is. It's literally just knowing, I guess it is a bit of knowledge, knowing, and you do have to do a little bit of research if you're doing graphic and art designing, because I mean, you can sort of draw from like knowledge, but it's better to get reference images as well. Like I've been drawing like wolves, foxes, whatever you want to call that, for a very long time, so I can draw one straight off the bat, no problem. But when it comes to something like someone says to me, hey, draw me a goat, for example, I'd be like, I need reference images, or Ike llamas. Anyways, that's all from me, guys. I want to show you more, and I know it's a bit hard to kind of explain how it works, so I'd really like to get like one-on-one with you guys when it comes to that sort of thing. So if you come along to the workshops during the week, I'm more than happy to answer any questions and help you with anything you like. So is there any questions or anything, guys? Okay, did you want to have a